So you thought it was love and she thought it was a layaway plan. You weren't her soulmate. You were just some emotional tampon who knows how to kill spiders and remodel a kitchen. And just in time for good old Plan B to slide on through and bend her over the new farmhouse sink.
Wow.
What the hell's going on out here?
Let's go!
A new study by OnePoll found that 50% of women in relationships have a Plan B. Not a backup career, not a second refrigerator in the garage. Nope. A backup plan for a backup man. Usually an ex-boyfriend, an old friend, or the classic, he's just a friend coworker. Welcome to the modern dating scene, fellas, where you might be the man she's with, but there's another dude she's mentally bookmarked as, in case of emergency, break glass. So let's talk about Plan B partners, who they are, why they exist, and how over 50% of women already have one locked and loaded, even if they're married. And you're never gonna believe how long Plan B's been in the picture. That's right, 7 fucking years on average. That's not a backup plan, that's a preheated relationship. And here's where it gets really wild. 25% of those women admitted they have feelings for their Plan B just as strong as they do for their current partner. You're under the sink fixing the garbage disposal and she's scrolling through Trevor's old selfies wondering if he still remembers her birthday and her favorite position. It's almost always doggy style. They're actually more likely to have a Plan B than women just dating. So much for till death do us part. Now you're gonna have some people that will say, but nothing physical happened, so it's not cheating. What's the big deal? And that turkey you've been thawing in the fridge for the last 3 days isn't technically cooked yet, but we all know it's coming. This is called emotional infidelity, and it's a real thing because when you're texting someone else your problems, your flirty little what ifs, you're no longer building a life with your spouse, you're subcontracting the emotional labor. One study published in the Journal of Couple and Relationship Therapy found that emotional cheating can be more damaging than physical infidelity because the betrayal hits deeper. Physical cheating is a slap. Emotional cheating is a slow cut with a dull knife. Let's call it what it is. It's betrayal with better grammar and no hotel receipts. So who are these Plan Bs? An old flame who ended on a good note, the work husband who sends her dick pics while you're shoveling the driveway, the guy friend who's always been there except she never told you about him until your anniversary dinner. According to the data, 20% of women say that their closest male friend is the Plan B. You ever met that dude at the party and he's just way too chill with your girlfriend? That's him. That's the just a friend guy. And guess what? He's been waiting in the bullpen for years. You fix the sink, he's gonna unclog her pipes. Now look, I'm not here to bash women. I'm here to tell you the truth. The psychology behind this, it's fear-based, it's security, it's emotional insurance. Unfortunately, we live in a society where marriage is no longer a forever deal. It's just a timeshare with hidden costs and no refunds. So a lot of women, whether they know it or not, they keep the door cracked open just in case. And social media, that doesn't help at all. When you've got 100 likes and you awake, DMs waiting, loyalty gets replaced with options, and options are the death of commitment. 53% of social media users have used these platforms to check up on someone they used to date or be in a relationship with. And let's be honest, if men did the same thing, they'd be labeled as trash, a player, or a walking hormone. But when women do it, it's called keeping her standards high. So what do? I mean, I guess you protect your peace, you watch her actions, not just words, and you don't ignore red flags just because she's got a nice ass. And fellas, don't be afraid to ask yourself questions like, does she have a lot of guy friends that seem too close? Is she always sneaking off to text someone when you guys are together? Does she talk about her ex like he was the one that got away and you're just the one that got in the way? Trust me guys, you're not being paranoid, you're being prepared. Listen, love's a beautiful thing, but it should be exclusive, not an open casting call for her own OnlyFans account. If you're someone's Plan A, make sure you're not also the placeholder until Plan B shows up with a spray tan and a tribal tat. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in for more truth, more dark comedy, more stats your therapist doesn't want you to read. So be sure to subscribe to Rodney Hood Talks, where we break the fairy tale and tell the truth. And as always, remember, God loves you and so do I. Peace.